Hello and welcome to MahindraGuru.com, the Brahmas for Success, and you're watching News Fever of 7th May 2016. Let's proceed to the first headline. US President Barack Obama has announced to reappoint Indian American Sachin Dev Pavitran to a key independent government agency devoted to accessibility for people with disabilities. Before this, Sachin was appointed to Architectural and Transportation Barriers Compliance Board in 2012. Let's see what is the sample question. US President Barack Obama has announced to reappoint Indian American blank space to a key independent government agency devoted to accessibility for people with disabilities. The answer is option 2, that is Sachin Dev Pavitran. Now the fourth option was also in use in the previous headline. Now it's easy to remember because the word Sachin is quite famous in India. So perhaps whenever you have to mug up things, use keywords. For example, here the keyword is Sachin. Let's proceed to the next headline.
Country's biggest lender, State Bank of India, launched the M-Visa, a mobile-based payment solution. The service will help customers make payments through their smartphones by simply scanning the unique merchant QR quick response code at merchant outlets. Let's see the sample question. Country's biggest lender, State Bank of India, launched which facility, a mobile-based payment solution? Well, the answer to this question is M-Pesa. It's actually M-Visa. And the other options that can be like M-Pesa or R-Pesa or R-Visa. So such things can be there. It's really very important to know the correct headline so that you can give the exact answer. Let's move on.
Private sector lender ICICI Bank became the first financial institution in the country to tie up with the BRICS grouping promoted New Development Bank for a partnership in bond issuances, co-financing, treasury management and human resources. Now let's see what is the sample question. Which private sector bank became the first financial institution in the country to tie up with the BRICS grouping promoted New Development Bank for a partnership in bond issuances, co-financing, treasury management and human resources? The answer is ICICI Bank. Well, here we have two important things to discuss. Number one, the NDB. Now the NDB stands for New Development Bank, that is formed by the BRICS, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. Now the NDB has been instrumental in setting up different ventures in Bangladesh or in the other member countries. Also, the ICICI Bank is the first bank to open its branch in China as well. So we have 2 to 3 things to note out of this particular headline. Let's proceed to the next headline.
World's first exchange-traded fund focused on India's sovereign bonds was launched by the MCB Capital Markets and will be listed in Mauritius, providing global investors access to the Indian government securities. Well, sir, what's your view on this?
Now, my view is that here are two keywords. First is the exchange traded fund. Now, any mutual fund or any sort of a mutual fund that is traded on an exchange, that is called as an exchange traded fund, because the value that is called as the net asset value changes with the change in the market situation of an exchange. So that is the first thing. Second, the word is sovereign bonds. A sovereign stands for, in the financial term, that is a credit risk free. For example, this particular bond would be the least amount, it would have the least amount of risk, and that's why they are in demand, and it's a novel gesture by the MCB Capital Markets to promulgate and propagate such a new and a very risk-free sort of venture in the capital market from India.
Okay, let's see the sample question. World's first ETF focused on India's sovereign bonds was launched by the MCB Capital Markets and will be listed in Mauritius, providing global investors access to the Indian government securities. What is the full form of ETF? Well, the answer is Exchange Traded Fund. Other close options are Electronic Traded Fund or Exchange Time Fund, Exchange Top Fund or Electronic TEP Fund. Let's move on.
Prahlad P. Chhabria, founder and chairman of Finolex Group, died. He was 96. Now he was the founder of Finolex, and Finolex, as we all know, is more towards the wires and all. As in, there were very unique advertisements regarding the Finolex wires, which do not catch fire. So perhaps it's a great loss to this particular industry. Let's see what is the question. The question is a very simple one. Who is the founder and chairman of Finolex Group who was, perhaps that should be the correct answer, who died recently at the age of 86 years? The answer is Mr. Prahlad P. Chhabria. Now the question could also come that Prahlad P. Chhabria is related to. The options could be Finolex, Voltas and so on, and the answer is Finolex. So let's proceed to the next headline.
Senior IPS officer Kumar Rajesh Chandra has been appointed as Chief of Bureau of Civil Aviation Security BCAS, the aviation security wing of the government. Let's see what kind of question can arise. Which senior IPS officer has been appointed as the Chief of Bureau of Civil Aviation Security, that's BCAS, the aviation security wing of the government? Or they can also ask you, what is the full form of BCAS? It can be a probable question. Well, the answer to this question is Kumar Rajesh Chandra, as we already saw in the headline. Other close options can be Pranav Pandya or Akash Gomia or Rakesh Kumar, etc. Let's move on.
American company SpaceX launched an unmanned Falcon 9 rocket to put a communication satellite into orbit. Now, Falcon 9 has been in the news in the previous year due to its venture of setting up a communication dominance of the US in the upper atmosphere of the Earth. Now, perhaps two questions have already come in the RRB and the RRB examination, also in the IPS clerk mains examination regarding the SpaceX, because SpaceX is an American company and it is instrumental in launching the unmanned Falcon 9 rocket. Now that is the first, for example, to be set up in such a manner. Let's see what is the possible question. American company SpaceX launched an unmanned rocket. What is the name of this particular rocket? The answer is Falcon 9. Let's proceed to the next headline.
India ended its campaign at the International Shooting Sport Federation ISSF Junior World Cup at 4th place with 3 gold, 4 silver and 3 bronze medals, while Italy finished at the top spot in the medals table. Well, this is really important for the candidates and they should really know who topped the table. It's Italy. And what was the India's position? It was number 4 and it was with 3 gold, 4 silver and 3 bronze medals. And we can say that shooting's future is really good as far as this is concerned. Let's see what the sample question.
It's pretty similar.
Yeah, okay. India ended its campaign at the International Shooting Sport Federation ISSF Junior World Cup at which place with 3 gold, 4 silver and 3 bronze medals? Well, the answer is actually 4th. The other options are other ordinals, that's 1st, 2nd, 3rd or 5th.
First is not a possibility. First
That's
is
Italy.
Italy. Yes.
Alright, let's move on.
With this, we come to an end to our discussion on the top headlines of the day. We would again reiterate that subscribe us on the YouTube channel because it's free till 15th of May. So any friends, any groups who want to who want to have the knowledge regarding the whereabouts and also about the coming examinations, Mahindra Guru channel on the YouTube is the channel for you. And the reason being, we are focused in providing you quality and authentic content. We also have the SBI Ki Baat special video of PO and in English as well as the Hindi version, and also we've started and the first video was of English in the Digi Tricks, that is the shortcuts and short tricks,
and we also launched the maths video regarding the same.
Exactly. So we would be providing you videos regarding the different sections of the coming examinations. With this we come to an end, and in your success
is our success. Thank you.